Good evening, Facebook family. I do apologize about this light strip in front of my face. I was trying to do something with it. I just can't right now. I have to move things around. I'm doing a little something, and right now I have to deal with these light stripes or strips coming in my face. And I remember watching that movie The Omen, and you remember how that guy had it looked like a spear going through his body. I hope this is not, I'm throwing that one away. Anyway, happy Friday, everyone. It's Freedom Friday. And so I'm so glad to be coming to you, broadcasting my live for Empower You. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Karen from KarenWilkins.com, why of course, and EmpowerYou.com, as well as MobileMarketingIncomeSystem.com. And today I want to talk to you about reposting your or repurposing your posts on social media to get more mileage and more impact out of them. Some of these things you might know of already, but I know I got one or two that you didn't even think of. And so I want to run you through them, or I want to run them past you. Not through you, past you, so that you can get some, get some more mileage out of your creations. Because look, seriously, every single day we're coming to social media to help our, I don't want to say constituents. They're not our constituents, but to help our peeps, our audience, our target market, solve their problems. And we come bringing them solutions, and we do it in the form of graphics and, valuable content, whether it's video or images. We're posting every single day, and sometimes, 3, 4, 5 times a day. And so I want to give you some ideas on what you can be doing with these posts, and not just on one platform or using the same post on every single platform. Excuse me. I don't like when I'm all shiny like this. So being able to, repurpose your posts, not just on one platform, but on several other platforms, and not so that there are strategies, but just so that you're getting more bang for your buck, you're getting more exposure, and you're getting people to see exactly who you are and what you stand for. That's really what's important about posting in the first place, is allowing people to see who you are, what you stand for, and, exactly what you're in a position to do for them, because that's all anybody want to know is what's in it for me, so that's what you want to do. You want to, repurpose your posts. Okay. So give me a moment. It's on another screen. And so I just need to bring that screen up. And we are rocking and rolling. So, Facebook already told me they went out and did their thing. And so I was letting them do what they do. And now it's time for me to do what I do. Okay, so I got to put my glasses on so I can see this, because it's halfway across the room. All right, so the first one is you want to... Oh, excuse me, something's in my eye. So the first thing you want to do is you want to pin a top post to your Instagram account. Okay, you want to basically take one of your posts that you might have used on Facebook or Pinterest, and now you want to pin it to your Instagram account. Whether it's a quote, a picture, it can even be a video. Like over on my Instagram account, I have a video, and I have a video welcoming you to my account. You know what I'm saying? So you want to take what you might have on one platform and pin it to the other. So that's a good idea. And I'm sure a lot of you are already doing that. But I thought that might been something that maybe a few of you might not know, but you can do that. You actually can do that. You also might want to pin a top post onto Pinterest, you know, because look, at the end of the day, you can pin a post on Twitter, you can pin a post on Facebook, and those are things you probably already know, but I don't know if you knew about Instagram and Pinterest. So you want to take your top post and pin it over there on those two guides. All right. Now, you also might want to take a tweet. You know, like you might have a tweet or two or three that's really like something that really grabs you, something that really has a lot of that resonated with you. Sometimes people even tweet quotes. It could even be a retweet that someone else had, and now someone is retweeting their tweets and it's coming through your newsfeed. You might want to grab that retweet and create a graphic for it. And now you have a whole new post, you know, because sometimes we run out of ideas and creativity. I mean, we're doing a lot all day long. And so to minimize on pulling on your brain cells and, you know, really trying to come up with something new and inspiring, you know, take a look around your different accounts. You know, even though you're not necessarily using these other accounts as your main strategies, you might throw them, you know, you might have accounts and on these different platforms that you just keep relevant and updated. So you might want to take a look and see what people are saying and tweeting and posting and reposting on your different platforms, and maybe reuse them on the one platform you consider your strategy. Okay, so you might want to do that. Take a retweet or repurpose a tweet that someone sent you in regards to your own stuff and make it a graphic, you know, create a graphic out of it. Okay. The third thing you might want to do is I'm going to tell you, I write stuff and then I don't remember what it is I wrote. So I just have to look at it again. Okay. So you might want to take a post that you had on Facebook, right? And especially when it's something that is important. For instance, this that my live that I'm doing right now, you might want to look at maybe a video that you did, or a live session that you had, or a post that you created that had more of a message in it than just a nice little flippant quote, and create a blog post out of it. Now you got something to blog about, you know, because your blogs, although they should be informative, you know, and they should be providing solutions to your audience, they don't have to be like an ebook long. They're a blog post, you know, that's something that someone could read and get value out of. So if you have a post that you can create into a blog post, then why not do that? For instance, I looked at a friend of mine, a live video yesterday. I'm not certain it was a live or if it was just a video. Nonetheless, I watched it, and in her video, she was talking about a situation that's real life stuff, you know, and she was saying, you know, because I want you to hear this if you don't know who she is. Her name is Robin Williams, by the way. That's my girl. I really, really dig Robin. And she was talking about creating a group that can support each other to help us get that subconscious thing congruent with the mind. Okay, because what you may not know or may not understand is if you have something in your subconscious mind that's telling you you're not worthy, you're not going to do it, you can't do it, you're not good enough, you're never going to be better than whatever, you're never going to make more money than whatever. No matter what's coming out of your mouth or what you want, it ain't going to happen. It just ain't going to happen. Your subconscious has more power over your conscious and over your actions. As a matter of fact, it will sabotage you. You know, I have a very good friend who was going through a lot last year. I mean, she really went through a lot, and I hope she don't mind me saying this on a live session, but I'm not going to mention her name, so she doesn't even have to worry about that. But she was going through a lot, and part of what she was going through was the inability to move forward. You know, I mean, she couldn't move forward in her professional life, her financial life, her romantic life. I mean, she just couldn't move forward. She couldn't figure it out. And lo and behold, something fell on her toe and broke her toe and made it where she couldn't move forward. See, your subconscious mind, whether you know it or not, will create situations that will limit you from moving in the direction that in your heart you may want to. But if you don't line this thing up called your subconscious mind, it is never, ever, ever going to happen. So that is something that, you know, when Robin talked about that on her video yesterday, I said, you know what? I got some scriptures that go along with that. I'm going to write me a blog post about that and how serious that is, and how serious it is that entrepreneurs understand that they do that first, because they can go for years not even realizing that that is not in alignment with the conscious, and therefore activities, their goals, their dreams is never going to happen, you know. And when the goals and dreams do happen, guess what happens? You guessed it. You slip, fall, and before you know it, it is cut off. You know, like you just didn't believe that that was supposed to happen for you. I can raise my hand. I can attest to that. I really can. So you know, that I believe that that's something because I heard it and I know I got to write a post about it, but I got off the track. Oh my God, I got so far off the track. So anyway, you want to turn your best Facebook post, whether it's a video, a live, an image, or something somebody sent you, turn it into a blog post. Give more value to your audience doing it that way. Okay, the next one. Oh, okay, here's a good one. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know about this other part of LinkedIn. Like, well, I'm not even going to talk about that yet because that's next. But, you know, all the social media platforms have another extension to them that turns out to be almost a social media platform in and of itself. Like, when Instagram was purchased by Facebook, Facebook just thought they were purchasing a tool that their audience could use so they have a place to post images. They didn't really have the vision to say it was going to turn into a whole nother social network. And lo and behold, it did. Just like they went out and created the lives. Well, the lives, I do believe they knew this was going to be a big thing and would be a whole network within itself. But they didn't have that idea for Instagram. So LinkedIn has an extension to itself called SlideShare, which is turning out to be a social media platform within itself. And what happens on SlideShare is you can turn events, postings, quotes, pictures. It's really pictures and events and quotes that you can turn into a slideshow, and it basically tells a story of some value that you want to give to your audience. Okay, so what I'm saying is gather up these quotes that come across your timeline on Facebook. Gather up the quotes that you see over on Instagram. You know, gather up some of those retweets that you see coming through Twitter. and make it into a slide share. This way you can give your audience some more value, your audience that's over on LinkedIn, and they can begin to know what it is you stand for when you gather up the ones that resonate with your message, with your brand. Like you're rebranding, not the wrong word, not rebranding. You're branding yourself, but you're making an impact with your brand on the different platforms by repurposing your posts. Okay, so the next one is to create moments, Twitter moments. Twitter has this new extension. It's not competing with Periscope, but it's a way to have videos that tell a story. It's almost competing with Instagram stories, and I believe Facebook is getting ready to come out with stories too. But it's a way of competing with the stories, right? And it's a minute long. So what you can do is you can gather up videos, maybe cut them off where all you're showing is the most important part, the part that has the most value. Or you can put together and set to music a little video show of quotes. You can make an animated version of a graphic, or like the sky is the limit, but it's just repurposing what you've already done so that you don't have to wear your brain out trying to think, what am I going to do today? Or what am I going to do for next week? Like get your theme, your purpose, your message for next week going, like write it down, determine what you're going to blog about, how many days you're going to blog about, what graphics you're going to use to get your message out there to let people know who you are. And then maybe turn some of the stuff that you've done already, like last year, because Facebook is good with telling you what you did last year on this day. Maybe take some of that stuff and repurpose it and send it to another platform. This way you don't have to bang your head up against the wall trying to come up with some creative and new innovative information. Because at the end of the day, if you're really giving value to your audience, the message is not going to change. It's just the delivery that should be changing to keep their interest. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, so if this has given you value, I know in doing my research, it's given me a lot of value. And a lot of this I was able to glean from the Social Examiner, which is one of my most favorite online magazine. And I wanted to bring it out to you because I thought if you don't know about how to work these other platforms, or that these other platforms even have these types of extensions that you can use, that you can get in front of a whole new slew of people, because there are people over on LinkedIn that wouldn't be seen on Facebook. Trust and believe. There are people over on Twitter that really don't come over to Facebook, and they have their own lives, so they're not interested in Facebook Live because they're doing Periscope, or now they're doing Moments, so there's no reason to go to Instagram to do stories or to do Facebook stories when that finally comes out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a way for you to be able to get in front of the audience, the people who are over and on those platforms. And excuse me, I'm just getting lightheaded for some reason. Oh my God. You just want to do what you do, take your best stuff, get it out there in front of people, and brand yourself. Let people know who you are and know what your brand is all about, and this way they can make a more informed decision about who they're going to be spending their time with. Well, with that being said, I'm happy that you decided to spend this time with me. I'm doing some other things, and the information that I just brought you, you could be doing it on my favorite platform, which is mobile. Okay, all of those social platforms, social media platforms have, if they're not only for mobile, they have a mobile extension. Like LinkedIn is great on a mobile device. Twitter is basically for a mobile device. So is Instagram. And then Facebook, of course, you can't do a live without doing mobile. So you could take all of these, and if you don't have a mobile strategy, begin to create a mobile strategy where you never, ever, ever have to go back to your computer. Okay? Well, here's what I want you to do. If you got value from this broadcast, make certain that you leave me a comment in the section below. But more importantly, go over to my business page, which is Mobile Marketing Income System. Leave me a comment over there. Take a look around. Start clicking on some of the things, because if you do, you'll find out what I'm really all about and what I have that's for you. Because there are a lot of things over there that you may not even know that I have, and they're for you. So go ahead and take a look and pick and choose whatever it is that you want to partake of. I'm hoping that you'll be able to implement them into your marketing efforts, and this way maximize what it is you're already doing, so that your brand will be like a household brand, and people will know you and be looking for you when you come to the internet or the World Wide Web, whichever. Well, my time is up. I gotta go. Again, I apologize for these light strips in my face. We ain't gonna be having this too much longer, because you know, who got time for this? But in any case, I gotta go. Make certain that it is Friday. If you're still on the go and you're out and about, just be safe. And I'll see you back here, same time, same place, on Monday. Bye for now.